So Gary Neville obviously went viral, you know, and these conversations, can sort of be viewed as obviously controversial topics, or stay away from these sort of conversations, which I don't think is the right approach. It's it's society, it's life. You don't have to agree with everybody, but obviously there's mutual respect, and there's dialogue and discourse and good faith. You know what I'm saying? I think that's how you actually, get to solutions, and get outcomes. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just, brushing things under the carpet. And also I think nuance is important in anything. Nowadays you just you'll see one clip and people that goes viral and people just, go berserk over it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, right. Obviously, sometimes we see crazy stuff. People do crazy stuff to go viral. Obviously, he said he took down a Union Jack flag on one of his buildings. He's got multiple businesses, and he owns some buildings, that kind of stuff. And then he said, yes, middle-aged white men basically are the problem. We're getting divided at the moment, etc., etc. And yeah. I saw Union Jack put it down. I've played with players from all around the world, Asia, Africa, you name it. My change rooms always diverse, and yeah. So obviously that's gone viral, and obviously a lot of English white men, and white people in the media are.
I thought everyone's looking at me here. Just like, come on, Charlie, give your opinion, innit?
Are turning on him. People are saying he's not patriotic. He said he's paid for his country 85 times. What do you mean I'm not patriotic?
Never sung national anthem though.
So yeah, what's everyone's take on these comments?
I thought it was ridiculous. I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm. Did you?
Yeah, because he's talking about dividing. He's talking about people dividing people, and then he goes and says something that divides people again. It's just like I thought it was very it
was definitely controversial. I personally rated the fact that he was brave enough to speak up on that kind of issue, being a white, middle-aged English man himself. Yeah. I think there obviously is an issue with certain pockets of society and with like the kind of stuff he was talking about and stuff. Obviously, there's a lot of anti-immigration guys or anti-this or anti-that. But also,
which is obviously voiced by white men.
Yeah.
Predominantly, disproportionately as well.
That's
just facts.
Yeah.
Co-opting the flags, which is going on as well. A lot of that getting used in the wrong way, which I do agree. I agree with that as well. To say, I don't think when he said middle-aged men.
Yeah.
Obviously, it sounds like a generalization of all middle-aged class.
Cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Majority, no.
Pocket.
Because it's always a small minority of people.
Of course.
Do you know? And we should all be able to call that out.
Yeah.
And all see, right, this is where the problem is coming from.
Yeah.
No matter who it's coming from. You know what I mean? Who is pulling us apart? And picking us off against each other.
Yeah. No, 100%. I agree with everything you said. The whole thing about the flag, do you know what I mean? I'm impartial about that, to be honest. I feel like if you want to hang your flag, innit? It's just, if you respect people from other countries and other nations, and then hang your flag, innit, type thing.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing about the flag thing is that what other country could you go to in the world, and they don't fly their flag?
Yeah.
It would not be a problem anywhere else, but I feel like for some reason it's become like they're talking about is it being... I understand why people are doing it.
That's because historically, the National Front, who were anti-immigration or
anti-black,
used the ink that the Union Jack at their marches, protests, etc., etc. So there's like
Co-opted
there's like a historical kind of thing, but that doesn't mean
which is wrong.
Of course,
you know.
But it's still
but that doesn't
the
mean
flag.
everyone's
Yeah,
using it
yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
exactly. I'm not bothered, but
you know what I mean?
you know, I'm British.
So
Look,
I just,
I'm obviously a black African man
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
I'm British,
Yeah.
but you know what I'm saying. I grew up
Facts, I
in
was
the
born-
country. You know what
born
I'm
and
saying.
raised
There's a
there.
lot of values, you know, that English
Yeah.
British values that I have. Like I
Yeah.
don't know what else to say. Like you know, I feel just as British as anyone. do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know.
I think if he wants to hang his flags at his workplace or he doesn't, it's totally up to him. And I think other people, like, it's kind of totally up to them. I just think we would never want to be in a place where the flag symbolizes something negative, and obviously he feels like it's kind of symbolizing something negative right now.
Right, that's interesting. Like you said, from a middle-aged white
Yeah.
man, you know.
I don't necessarily agree. Like when the World Cup comes around or whatever, like, man, I'm gonna see more and more England flags everywhere, and I definitely think we should, and that should be happening. But there are little pockets that have used it in a negative manner, and that's kind of what he was.
Would you agree with that, Charlie?
Yeah, there probably is some. What I would say is that I think the reason why a lot of people started flying the flag and that is because a lot of, not all, but some actual white English people, I think they're fed up with everything going on, like government. They're just, it's a bit of a fuck you, like they just want to say like, listen, we're just fed up. This is like, this is Britain. This is whatever.
I agree with that.
So I don't think people are used like people. A lot of people are not putting it up to try and intimidate foreigners or anything. I don't think it's that, but I think like it's being made out.
There are racists and prejudiced people among that. This is the problem too, which should be obviously condemned. You know what I'm saying? Because we've all got more in common with each other than what separates us. is my thing. Of course, there's gonna be differences. It's life. You know, there's gonna be diversity everywhere. You know, to an extent. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, yes, we live in a white majority country. Goes without saying. You know, there's parts of this country where there's no diversity.
Yeah, facts.
do you know what I mean?
I was surprised, did it? When
we can't. Yeah.
I was surprised that he come out and said it. I'll be real.
Oh, why?
You know, like he's a public figure. He's employed by Sky Sport.
Is that a touch? Is that a touch?
No, not even that. It's just there was obviously gonna be backlash from saying that, and it was obviously gonna be controversial. He obviously has big contracts with Sky Sports with.
This is a man that's also taken bribes from Qatar and everything, by the way. Like, he's a dickhead. He's a dickhead anyway. The guy's just a dickhead. Like, I don't like him in general. I think he's an idiot.
Top player, but anyways.
Good player, but like the Qatari money came calling.
I think he was very good as well. A lot of people don't agree. A lot of people you can't tell me Neville's dead.
Yeah.
I swear that. I watched ball. You know.
I was just surprised he said it. I was surprised he came out with it like that. I mean, obviously people do talk about freedom of speech and all that sort of stuff, but I personally think that's a myth because we all know there's certain things you can and can't say, and if you say certain things, you're gonna get cancelled. Yeah, I guess like a part of me rates the fact that he was brave enough to like speak his mind on something
me too,
he felt
me too.
negative and was an issue. But I was surprised when I saw it. I'll be real, I was actually surprised.
No, me too. And I just think, look, if you look at his background and who he's won with things with, who's achieved with, he's been in multicultural and diverse spaces all
but
the time.
Also, I do think he was targeting those certain pockets of racist or anti-immigration or
yes, definitely, definitely,
and that I rate him for
100%.
100%.
Oh, do you know what I think? I think the worst part is the timing of when he said it, because it was like a terror attack that happened on Jews.
Yeah.
And he's come out and blamed white. Like, he had nothing to do. Like, if he's going to have that opinion, I just feel like the time was just completely off as well.
But also the week before, was it the week before when there was that big march in London?
The Tommy Robinson one.
United Kingdom.
Yeah. So it was kind of. I felt like it was off the back of that, to be honest. When I saw it.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. What you just said, to be honest. Like,
he said it after. That's what I mean. The time was just...
But it's still the same sort of time frame. All of it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, I personally think in his heart of hearts, he's calling out the people who he thinks are racist.
Oh, 100%,
use
yes.
the English flag to perpetuate racism, for which I respect and rate.
Would you not say those people are the people that paid his wages and go to football every week, though? The people he's talking about.
A lot of them.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So that to me as well, it's like you're slagging
Average
off
middle-aged white man
that goes down the pub and watches football. That's what he's talking about, isn't it?
No, but they're the kind of man he's talking about, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think so, anyway.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But yeah. Right.
But obviously, like he said, he's played in
money
dressing
comes from
rooms.
everywhere. It's not just the fans.
No, it comes from everywhere,
It's not
but
just that
the fans
before,
are a big part of it.
And,
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
of course. But they got image rights.
Yeah.
You know.
Sponsorship deals.
Yeah, brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? So look, no, 100%. Thanks for that, boys. The moral of the story is to stop. For me, people just need to realize, you know, the game that's going on. You know, the puppeteering that's going on from media. Now social media as well become like increasingly a problem.
Trying to divide people.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? You know, and stoking hate online. You know, and just
It's like the whole digital ID thing as well. It's like they've created the immigration problem to then give you a solution. That's what they're doing. It's like, we'll cause a problem and then go, no, we've got a solution to fix this, and then just
all of a sudden the minimum wage has been raised as well.
Yeah, like they're just that's what they do. They'll cause a problem and then give you a solution, and then the solution will be detrimental to society. It's just crazy. The politics of the whole. To be fair, it's a bit scary at the moment. It's scary.
It's like that quote said,
100%.
the real enemies of the working class don't come in on a small boat. They fly in by private jet. Have you heard of that one?
Yeah.
We'll leave it on that note.
It's facts.
Yeah.
Well, we know there's... we know there's bigger powers controlling. These governments are definitely being puppeteered by somebody else. There's people that run the world, are big people, like, that goes above governments and that are pulling the strings. That's what I think anyway.
No. Absolutely. So yeah. All right then, boys. Thank you for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
It's been emotional.
Interesting once again. Never fails to disappoint.
Come on. That's when you finally get me on your podcast.
100%. We'll make it happen.
When it finally ever happen.
Over the next couple of weeks. Just be ready, innit? Have your energy.
I was born ready. My phone dropping for the millionth time. Sorry about that. All right, boys. Nice one.
The division that's being created is absolutely disgusting. Mainly created by angry, middle-aged white men who know exactly what they're doing. Funnily enough, on one of my development sites last week, there was a Union Jack flag put up, and I took it down instantly. And some people might be watching this and thinking, well, Gary, you're not very patriotic. I played for my country 85 times. I love my country. But I've been building in this city for 15, 20 years, and there's no one put a Union Jack flag up in the last 15 to 20 years, so why do you need to put one up now? Because quite clearly it's sending a message to everybody that there is something you don't like. The Union Jack flag being used in a negative fashion is not right. I've always said this I played in a football team with a group of people from Manchester, a group of people from Ireland, Wales, Scotland, but also people from Africa, people from Asia, people from America, people from Europe, and we were a beautiful team, united as one. Brexit has had a devastating impact on this country, and the messaging is getting dangerous.